Hey YouTubers, it's Roberto, and today in this video I'm going to give you my top 10 tips for smaller YouTubers. Now some of you might know that I recently hit a major milestone. I hit 10,000 subscribers and I want to thank each and every one of you. But I need to define what a smaller YouTuber is. So you can identify yourself, in my opinion, as a smaller YouTuber if you have under 50,000 subscribers. Why 50,000? Because if you are at 50,000, then you're really on your way to potentially getting 100,000 subscribers, which will award you the silver play button from YouTube. And once you hit 100,000 subscribers, you're arguably on your way to 1,000,000. So if you are on your way to that silver play button category or that gold play button category, you would be a bigger or larger YouTuber. So in my mind, if you have 50,000 subscribers or less, you're a smaller YouTuber, whether that's 100 subscribers, 10 subscribers, or 10,000, you're a smaller YouTuber. So with that in mind, those of you who are smaller YouTubers who want to grow your audience, I have 10 top tips for you, and in later videos I will go into more detail about each of these. So just make sure you stay tuned for that, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. So here we go. Let's start with my number one tip for smaller YouTubers. My number one tip is to post weekly content. When I actually got started about a year ago, yes, I've had the account longer, but I didn't really start becoming a YouTuber until I started doing weekly content. And that was a big change for me. That was a big push. And I started with doing weekly Photoshop tutorial videos. And I think I started doing those sporadically, and then I made an actual point of doing them on Thursdays. So that was a big deal. And the reason it's important is because if you're doing weekly videos, then you're producing more content so people can get used to it, they come to expect it, and they'll tune in just like they would for a television show. So it's important to do weekly content, and it also tells YouTube that you're being active. So there's a better chance that it will promote videos in your account and do suggested video stuff for you on other people's channels if you're an active YouTuber. Tip number 2, try to reply to most of your commenters. I know it's hard to reply to every single comment, but it's actually really important, and it helps you build a relationship with your audience, and people really care about that. A lot of people, myself included, will sometimes feel a little annoyed when they go through the trouble to comment on somebody's YouTube channel and they compliment them or they ask them a question, and then weeks at a time will go by with no response. I don't always reply to every single comment, but I try my best to. The reality is that once you hit a certain threshold, if you were replying to every comment, you would never actually be doing any of your real work or producing any new material. So when bigger YouTubers don't reply to you, try not to take it too personally, because they do have sometimes thousands of videos getting hundreds of comments a week. So they can't necessarily or realistically reply to all of them. Sometimes I'll actually reply to questions in a video by just making a video that answers that question instead of replying individually to people who are asking the same question. Or if I've already answered the same question to another commenter, sometimes I may not get to it, or I may not say that I want to do it, and I'll just do a video instead. So in some way, shape, or form, whether it's by doing another video or by actually replying in the comments or in a direct message, try to stay engaged with your audience and to reply to them. You'll have a better reputation and you'll build a better rapport with them. Number 3, keep finding ways to improve your videos. So that's definitely a big deal, and it's something that I really took to heart. One of the things that I did to make sure that I improved my videos was I invested in really good video lighting. I keep changing some of my setup in terms of positioning. Sometimes I'll use the Mac here as the backdrop. For certain specific videos, I'll change up the style and I'll use my white background or my black background, or I'll use the bookshelves now when I'm doing certain reviews, like book reviews, or when I'm doing vlogs or what have you. So changing things up, trying to make your videos better. One of the other things I did was I improved the audio quality with the lapel mics, and I spent like no money on my lapel mic. This lapel mic is a newer lapel mic, spelled Neewer. I'll do a whole thing about that, but it's a cheap lapel mic. I think it's less than $5 on Amazon, and you can tell that the audio quality is actually really solid. So I plug that directly into the camera, I shoot on DSLR, etc. So however you're going to improve your videos, whether it's lighting, audio, your backdrops, your setup, adding motion graphics, what have you, doing title intros, just always find some small way that you can improve your channel. Number 4, organize your channel. Okay, now this was really something that I had to really think about how I was going to do on my channel. For a while, I did it based on just topical stuff or based on series I was doing. And eventually I decided that even if I wasn't going to necessarily put out content every day, I was going to try and organize my content by what days I release videos. So I went through a Monday through Sunday deal on the homepage of my channel. So Mondays are graphic design videos, Tuesdays are tech videos, Wednesdays are DSLR film and photography, Thursday are Photoshop tutorials, Fridays are YouTube videos, Saturday are speed art videos, and Sundays are Game of Thrones, even in the off season, which I got to catch up on. But the point is, I found some way of organizing my channel. So I highly suggest you do that. You don't have to do it by days of the week. And like I said, I don't do a video necessarily every single day, but if I'm going to do that topic, I'll release it on those days most of the time. So that's how I organized my channel. You can do whatever makes sense for your channel. A lot of people will do it by a name of the show that they are doing on their channel, or by a topic or an audience. So, whatever fits for your channel. Number 5, make cool thumbnails. I can't stress this enough. If you want to get more subscribers and views, you've got to get people actually watching your content and engaged with it. And a lot of times the first experience they have of your video is going to be the thumbnail. So make sure you're doing a cool thumbnail that grabs their attention, stands out against the white background, and that also matches up with the title of what you're going to be doing in your video. Number 6, put your videos where you can find them. In other words, promote your videos. Don't just post your videos up to YouTube, set them and forget them. Go ahead and put them in places where people are likely to find them, that are going to care about them. Go ahead and put them in Google groups, invite people to them in Google Hangouts, Facebook groups, Twitter, just wherever it makes sense without being spammy, to put your videos so that people who are actually interested in them can find them. If you do movie reviews, maybe you sign up for an account with Movie Copilot and you put your videos there so that people interested in movie reviews can find them. If you're doing gaming reviews, there are plenty of sites that let you post gameplay videos, etc. So just put your videos where your audience are. Number 7. Look and sound like you're actually enjoying what you're doing or what you're talking about. I can't stress this enough. It was a little harder for me because, again, I was trying to do a more professional tone to some of my videos, especially the graphic design stuff. But over time, I realized that I needed to incorporate more of my personality, and that I was going to actually have a lot more fun doing that and just being more of myself. Not that I'm not professional in real life or anything like that, but I felt like, I need to establish more of a personal, informal connection with my audience, and I need to do that by just being more of myself and being less reserved and less held back and less stiff. So that's why I started doing, and it really made a difference for me. It got a lot more people interested in the channel and interested in me personally and also the work that I do. So I thought that that was really important, and I definitely want to pass along that advice. So make sure that you are, talking like you have some energy to you. Don't shoot videos when you're tired. I used to do that all the time. I would shoot videos either very late at night, very early in the morning, or after I'd come back from a run or something. And I feel like those videos weren't necessarily my best work. And sometimes I still do that, but it's something I try to avoid. So make sure that you're not hungry, you're not thirsty, that you're in a good mood, and that you have a lot of energy when you're doing your videos, because it will translate to your audience and it will affect how they receive it. Number 8, make videos you'd want to watch. So I started doing Photoshop and graphic design videos because that was a lot of what I was looking for on YouTube a long time ago, and nobody was really doing them or doing them what I thought was very well at the time. There are a lot of great YouTubers doing that now, and I'm happy to be a part of that community, but at the time, people weren't making the kind of things that I needed advice on and the things that I needed help with. So I started making those things for other people that I felt that I was good enough at, etc. And then other people were making them that were doing great tutorials. I didn't feel like their production values were good, or I didn't feel like their ability to speak and present was what I would have wanted or needed. So I decided to be that person. I decided to solve that problem myself, and that's how I really got into doing YouTube videos. And then later I started wanting to do videos about things that I am interested and care about, like the review videos and things like that, because those are videos I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching people's movie reviews and video reviews for shows and video games, because I like talking not only to the people who make them, but I like talking to the other people like you who will be watching them and reviewing them in the comments and adding in your 2 cents. I like being one of those people. I make some online friends that way. I find out about other communities. I find links to things that I want to buy by doing that. So that's why I make those kind of videos myself. because it's the kind of thing that I enjoy and I watch. So if you ever run out of ideas of what you should be making, think about what you actually enjoy watching and ask yourself, if you didn't make this video, would you still watch it? Number 9, try to stick to a schedule. Now, I already mentioned this, but sticking to a schedule really helps. One, you should stick to a schedule of when you're going to make and shoot your videos, because that will help you get some structure. You should also stick to a posting schedule so that your audience knows what to expect from you. Now, don't beat yourself up if you don't stick to your schedule. I fail at my schedule quite often, as many of you who have subscribed know, but I try to make up to it. A lot of times I'll say that a video is going to come out on this type of day and it'll come out the next day or the day after that. But I feel it's more important to deliver on it and be late rather than make you guys wait a week for that particular type of content. So I'd just rather do that. If you try and stick to a schedule and you can be consistent, you'll find that more people are tuning in, more people are subscribing, and that'll just help you personally be more productive about how you approach your videos. So my 10th most important tip for smaller YouTubers is to stop obsessing about your numbers. Don't be in analytics every minute of every day checking your numbers, because it's not going to be helpful. You're not going to be thinking about the great content you can make. That's time you could be replying to the subscribers you do have. That's time that you could be promoting your content, or you could be thinking of new ideas instead of obsessing about the numbers you don't have. Be grateful for the subscribers that you do have. Be grateful for the opportunity to create great content and to share it with people, and just focus on continuing to be awesome, because in the end, if you do that, the numbers will eventually come. So, just kind of keep that in mind, be encouraged, and don't let the numbers depress you or affect how you're going to do things. It can be important to look at your numbers and see what your audience is gravitating to, but you should only really use it in that way. You shouldn't decide that a video is good or bad based on how many people are viewing it, but on what people who are commenting on it are saying up to a certain point, and by how you personally feel about whether you did your best job or not. Oh, let me give you guys a final bonus tip. If you're a smaller YouTuber and you haven't checked out the YouTube Creator Playbook, then you should definitely check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below, but it's a great free resource that tells you a lot about how YouTube works and gives you a lot of ideas for how to address production, promotion, and your presentation as far as your videos, and how to gain more followers, more influence, and just make better quality videos altogether. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10 list. If there's anything you think that should have made the list, definitely leave that in the comments section below. Let me know your ideas as a larger YouTuber or a smaller YouTuber in the comment section below, and things that we can do, any of us, or even that I can do personally to improve the channel and videos in general, get more views, more subscribers, because I'll take a good idea no matter where it comes from. I don't care if you have 10 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers. If you have a good idea, I'm more than happy to listen to you. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other great videos on this channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.